game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. He's locked in early. Two nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First carry now for Joshua Kelly, the former Bruin. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And that is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Matt Ryan, the longtime Falcon, a veteran who's been in the league since '08, ready to guide this Atlanta offense.
And you know how they say it's not about the money? Sometimes it is about the money. Matt Ryan is going to average $30 million in salary per year now as one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL, and he more than deserves it. The NFL's MVP in 2016.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
All right, just call the call. We're going to play. Come on now.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On fourth down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did in their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On second down, here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief game. If I missed him, it would have been a different long night.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he works free. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one on Brian Bulaga. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Out of the gun, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Carrier. The tackle made at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. That's the end of the first quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Running on first down, Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Herbert's throw going to be caught by Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, it doesn't matter where it's coming from. Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. You give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play now, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something going.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 6.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Good job, baby. Way to hold on to it.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He stiff arms him. He'll get this to Eckler. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Herbert back to the air. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Extra point by Badgley. Our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Powell on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
On first down, Ryan. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
13 points. Who's your credit scores gets the ultimate experience. Download the Experience app now.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Herbert, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
And 2.
At after the incompletion. Here now, 3rd and 2.
Because as you can see, my metal one is electric, but it heats up like
Herbert throwing again. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
It's not going to work right away. You would have to leave it on here overnight. Whereas this one could stretch within 5 minutes. So, really, what do you think that this is?
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Most dry animals have foxtail fur. And it takes about 30 foxes to make up a stripe.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
The origin of the stripe comes from back in the day. They made Jews wear foxtails just to kind of intimidate them. And the Jews decided, let's embrace it and make it into a fashion thing, something of royalty. A lot of people in that. Yes. And it's all about connecting to the past. And that's why we still wear the garb from the old country.
I appreciate your history lesson and everything, but can you tell me what is this cat?
So I put it at about
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Here's Powell on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's Ryan to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
2nd and 10 now, Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some. 3
out to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. Gonna flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
A fumble on the play.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he's going to find that man yet again, Keenan Allen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Powell on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Great movie stars self-storage. This is home to Maryland Monroe.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. Now Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 50 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
Good buyer, buy the first good lock in this.
All right, well, so it's a washer, dryer, full bike. Inside the box is what I'm going to go through. So,
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 23-yard line. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, we've seen seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run here with Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. It's Eckler again. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Herbert. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So with the yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go out on commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
On first down, it's Herbert. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for a loss on the play. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
There's like foam or like soundproof stuff. There's lots of trash bags full of who knows what. Maybe some sound equipment or something. Start a band, rock the ball.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Just on the line.
Herbert now to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Deion Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry. Now it's Herbert. Allen has it left side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 19. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Holy smokes! A rejection and protection in week 5. But for Becto, just won't quit. Let's hear from our veterinarian expert.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. On that pass pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here's Powell on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
And as we said, they control their own destiny now. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Herbert off of play action. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
and, sound stuff.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To the air again, Herbert. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
After what they faced during this game where they've given... Has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
The previous play is under review.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position. Make sure we don't lose the game here. Turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Here's Ty Long now, on for a very important punt here in overtime.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now what can Ryan do here in overtime? And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do something. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes his legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats show him reaching at a top speed of 20 miles an hour. A great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.
Cartoon voice actor and star of Reno 911. This is an SG1. It's a single camera and has a built-in filter. This is a 3 app. This is the box that you put between your computer or the recording equipment and microphone. This is a reflection filter, and the idea is to put it on a nightstand with a microphone in front of it to help cut down the reflections from the room.
So do you typically use this competition? Okay, so how much is all this
Say, $800. Score?
Well, I keep for myself.
Let's see how you sound in there, because you might have shot this. Oh, I like the house.
You beat another ship is ahead. Prepare the cannon. Aim the cannon.
You've done this before, haven't you?
Huh? Guess I just got skills.
We took the old lady dresses to have fantastic flamenco dancer Arlene Hurtado take a look at her.
Wow, Teddy, let's find a front.
I've been trying to find a front for 2 days now.